This is Jim Richter again, and I'm going to give my last lesson for today. I also want to apologize for this mandolin. I recently had to trade out my F2. It was probably a bit of a impetuous thing to do, but I've suffered from carpal tunnel for a long time, and I noticed a carpal tunnel coming back in my left hand after having treatments earlier in the year, and I firmly believe that the stouter neck was just hurting my hand. So now I'm playing this Gibson A-Jr, which is a 1925 A-Jr. It's been around the block a few times. Right now it needs a fret job, so please excuse any buzzing. And I'm also playing a 1995 Paul Duff F5, and I know Paul, and I've played one of his mandolins before, so I'm happy to play one again. Don't know if any of these will be anything permanently that I play. I know that you've seen me go through a variety of them, but you know, I like playing different stuff. So, in any case, I apologize for any buzzing in that. So, what we'll talk about now are turnarounds. And turnarounds, we'll do the most common of the turnarounds, which is where you take, you alternate the seventh of the scale or the chord against the 1. So in this case, say we're in G. So this is your 1. There's G, and then you got this the seventh, which is the F. And usually in these turnarounds, the seventh is on the bottom, but they can also be on the top. It's a little harder to do that on mandolin because of the reach. I mean, you can. I mean, if this is a D, I mean, you can do the C here, but the reach just gets incredibly harder. So on the mandolin, seventh is usually on the bottom. So what you're doing is taking basically the top and bottom of a G7 chord. You're doing, and then you walk down. You walk from the 7th to the 6th, to the flatted 6th, to the 5th. And that ending thing is very much a Robert Johnson type lick that you would hear in fingerpicking guitar, maybe in slide guitar. But so you've got the G. You're going to hold with your ring finger, hold the 3rd fret of the 1st string the entire time. You're going to play the F, 3rd fret of the 5th string with your index, with your middle. And then the last 2 notes before the open D are going to be played with your index. So you've got to shift fingers. So it's, let's see if you can see it here. Then 2nd fret. And then the slide, I just usually go, sometimes I only make it to the 5th fret. It's a quick slide. You're not really enunciating the note. All you're doing is providing the slide. I don't really articulate the end of it. But technically you would be going up to the 7th fret, because what you're doing is trying to create this unison between the 7th fret D note and the open D. So, and then you would do your shuffle. One of the cool things you could also try is to hold the chord the entire time. Then you end up more kind of with like the voicings you would hear on a piano, or maybe even in the style of Jethro Burns, where you have, there are a variety of things that you can do. Lastly, I'll show you one more turnaround that I like quite a bit. You do not hear this one very often on mandolin, and blues mandolin. This is something from electric guitar that I learned through the playing of Hollywood Fats, and I've heard it also in Buddy Guy and some others, where you're walking up to the 7th. So in this case, I usually use this in the key of E. So here's an E note. And to have this work, what you're doing is playing on the interval between the B and the G sharp of the note. So you're playing the 3rd, or you're playing the 5th on bottom, playing the 3rd on top, but no 1 of the chord. So if I was doing the end part, so what you're doing is you're just walking up this double step. So you're doing B, G sharp, and then that is a C and an A, the 5th fret, 7th fret, and you're keeping that distance of 2 frets between them. 6th fret on the G, and then you're doing the B flat, A sharp, whichever, and then you're going up to the 7th, which is the D, B. So that's usually, you start out down here on this G, 1st fret G sharp, then the E, the 2nd fret D string. So, and then you would resolve on that, because you're going to the 5. All turnarounds are working its way, are usually working their way towards the 5 chord. Turnarounds can involve, all the standard conventions, like the 2-5 can do a circle of fifths. In this case, you end up with these kind of walking bass kind of turnaround things that you would hear in guitar, piano playing, and the like. So I hope you've gotten some out of this lesson, and if you all like these, I know it's not homespun, just contact me and I'll put up some more. Thanks.